Yeah, guys, let us look at gold. Now, looking at gold, I'm going to start off by drawing in my structure. We have this for the week. Now, what's interesting here is I'm looking at this as my impulsive wave, followed by this corrective wave. Now, I have reason to believe price will be bullish. Moving on to next week. So that's that. Let's look at the daily time frame. Now, looking at the daily time frame, okay, looking at the daily time frame, we have this structure. Now, when we draw in this, we can see that, those buys that we're looking for, they are promising. Why? Because look, we have this impulse, we have this correction. What's interesting is the direction of the correction. The direction of the correction is pointed towards the downside. Whenever the direction of the correction is pointed downwards, we can expect the next wave to go in the opposite direction of the correction. Hence, I'm looking for those buys over the course of the week. 4 hour. Okay, looking at the 4 hour. I'm just tidying up everything. Okay, here we are. Make sure everything is nice and tidy. Okay, what do we have? We have this impulse correction. We're looking for the next impulsive wave up. How am I going to enter this position? Honestly, I prefer the market to come down, push up, give me that correction, and then start moving up. So I'll be waiting for any sort of correction that fits my plan. I will take it, and then I'll be looking for something like so. Yep, I'll be looking for something like so. You can even say this will become a double bottom where the market pushes down and then it gives us our double bottom. It pushes up, it gives us our correction, and then I will buy. So that's it for gold. I'm looking for buys. Honestly, the 1 hour is the same with the 4 hour. Just looking for the market to push higher. So that's gold. Let's move on to US 30. Now, US 30, let's see what US 30 has for us. Okay, US 30, to start things off, I can see we have this. We have this double top. Can you see the double top happened here? What happens is at the double top, we broke above and then we formed the structure. So let's zoom into the current structure to see what's happening over there. So now looking at this, I can see we have this structure, and then we have this double top. So our first touch is this one, double top, and price is selling currently. So it means our double top is doing its job of keeping price low. We also have this low, And what's interesting is when the market was selling, it failed to reach this low. Can you see? Which means that small gap that we have here. Can you see that small gap? It means price can come and close that gap once more. Can you see? So that's that. So another thing that I'm seeing is this structure. So this structure, we can say this is our impulse, this is our correction. On the third touch, I'll be looking for cells. If the cells present itself, I'm gonna take it. Can you see? So you'll understand things properly on the lower time frames, but if the market gives me a third touch, I'm gonna take the sell targeting the low, and once we get to the low, I'm gonna look for those buys. Why? Because the market would have created a, so when I zoom out, you see the market could have created an impulsive wave. This is my correction, and so the next wave is up. Can you see? Hence I'll be looking for those buy setups are the priority. So on the daily time frame, what do we have? Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. If the market comes up here and it gives me a third touch of this trend line, and then I have a decent opportunity to sell, I'm gonna take the sell. I'm not looking for this to happen, by the way. It's just right now, as I'm analyzing, I can see that, it's possible the market can come here. So if this plays out, remember, I'm looking for a buy somewhere down here. So if this happens, it means the market will form. Okay, so if the sell presents itself to me, I'll be looking for the sell like so. And if the sell plays out, if the sell does play out, I will then look for my buy here on the third touch, and then I'll look to hold for for long term. Can you see? I'll look for my buys down here, and then I'll be holding long term. So the priority is the buy, right? This is the priority. This sell is not really something that I'm looking forward to, because if I delete the sell and study price section, what is price section telling me? Price section is telling me that, we can drop like so and then go. Can you see that if we drop like so, we wouldn't have gotten our third touch? Instead, the market would have tried to come up, but then it will fall. Can you see? So that is why I'm not really, um how can I put it? I'm not really looking forward to the sell, but the buy is something that I'm strongly looking forward to. So in US 30, I'm looking for buys long term. Can you see? And then moving on to the last pair. So the last pair that we're gonna look at is NZDJPY. Okay, NZDJPY. Okay, what I can see is we have this ascending channel. What happened regarding this ascending channel is that we sold, but then price stopped here. For some reason, price failed to continue to this low. It stopped here in the middle of the journey, and then it started moving in the opposite direction. So we can see even here we had a potential double top, but as you can see, the market came down and then it obliterated that level. It continued up. So it goes to show that the NZD-JPY market is very bullish. You know, if you're gonna trade, you have a high chance of winning if you are buying. If you are selling, it means you are exposing yourself to risk, you know, a greater level of risk. So I can see we have this ascending channel, price sold, but then it retraced and it's moving up as it stands. So if that's the case, what is price action telling me? Price action is telling me that, a sell is probable. A sell is probable. However, I'm more interested in the market moving up a little bit, and then later on around these levels, I'm looking for that sell. So NZD-JPY, I'm looking for a sell. Moving on to the daily time frame. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, I'm not really feeling everything, so let me delete and have a fresh view of the market. Okay, we have this expanding channel. It looks like an expanding, so this is interesting. Here's the low of the pattern. So now looking at this, yes, it's probable the price can drop right away or price can push up before dropping. So to be honest, guys, I'm interested in only the upper move. The red move, I'm not really a fan, you know. I'll show you how I'd rather trade the red move, but for me, this cyan move is the one that I'm looking forward to. Let's move over to the 4 hour. Okay, yep, I'm happy with what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, the setup isn't the best, it's not the best of setups. However, price action, market structure, it's decent. It's a decent setup. Okay, let me show you something. So my preferred setup is a sell from here. If I can get a sell from somewhere here, I'd be great because this will be one, two, and then on the third touch, I'd take my sell. So that would be great. And then the stop will be about 30, 40 pips, somewhere around there. It's not too bad. Okay, let's discuss what's going on down here. The only time, because remember, I'm looking at two things happening. This move, this move, it's possible. So the only time I'm going to entertain that move is if the market gives me a clear correction like this. If the market gives me something like this, then definitely I will take my sales from, yes, definitely I will take my sales, but only if the market gives me a bigger correction. Right now I wouldn't entertain something. I would need to see something like this, because if we get something like this, then this correction, it eliminates the need for market to come up here, right? But unless, if I don't see this, I'm not gonna look for sales. I'd rather wait for the market to come up there and then give me my entry up there on the third side. So Let's do it something like this. So can you see this first setup? It can happen, it may not happen. I'm not really looking forward to it. But this one, the sell, this is something that I'll be watching the market closely. If I can get that, then I will definitely sell towards the low. So yeah, guys, this is my watch list for the week. These aren't the only pairs that I'm looking at, but these are the ones I decided to share with you guys. So I'll see you on the next one. Let's have a profitable week ahead.